YouTube, what is up guys? Today I have this ThrowDown Shuriken prototype. So there was only a couple of these ever made. If you don't know, I used to be sponsored by them. And I lost this thing for like a long time. I had no idea where it was. It was in my spice cabinet in my kitchen. Found it by accident. And it is rusted, corroded, and it needs a lot of TLC. So today we are going to restore this thing. I'll show you some up closes in a second when I change the camera angle. But I guess without further ado, let's see how good we can make this thing look. Alright guys, so check out this yo-yo. It is absolutely rusted, like crazy. Rusted, tarnished, a little bit of everything. So this is going to be quite the job. This is actually a prototype of a ThrowDown Shuriken. I was sponsored by ThrowDown, so I had the honor of getting to test out their yo-yos and all that good stuff that comes with being on a team. So that's pretty cool. It's got a Diffio size D concave bearing in there that's actually really nice. But it's locked up. We're going to have to clean that. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal. That should be pretty easy. So we're going to just set that to the side. And this, I'm going to try to avoid using sandpaper. But some of this is so bad I might have to. For sure it's going to leave stains. Even if I get all that rust off, it's going to stain the metal. Because you can actually feel it. Like, it's bad. It is really, really bad. So the chemicals we're going to be using is Wink Rust Stain Remover. And then we're going to be also using this Never Dull wadding polish. This stuff is amazing for shining up any type of metal. I've used this to shine up lots of yo-yos in the past, and this stuff is just amazing. So you can get this stuff at like regular stores like Walmart, hardware stores, basically wherever. I'll put Amazon links down below. But when using this stuff is very toxic. It's like, what type of acid? Like chlorotic acid or whatever. I don't know. It's one of those like really bad acids. So you're going to want to wear gloves, wear safety goggles in case it gets in your eyes, and it's poisonous. So you might want to wear one of these too. I'm going to be doing it. So what we are going to do is basically, first I'm going to put on some gloves. We're just going to get right to this. On this I have one side Kentaro pad, one side diff pad, and I don't know where to get these pads anymore. I don't have any. So I'm just going to keep them. I'm actually going to take the axle out. Because the axle's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with the axle, really. I'll just oil it, but, you know, the rest feels pretty good. So we're going to get all our safety gear on here. And we're going to get right to this. But first thing I'm going to do is I am going to use a little bit of this Wink Rust Stain Remover. And I'm actually going to put it, this is like a wadding polish. So I'm actually going to first just use this to kind of apply some Wink Rust Stain Remover all over everything. Let it sit. I'm really going to really use that stuff to, because it's also abrasive, to kind of, you know, degunk it. And then I'm going to wipe it off with paper towel. I'm going to do this back and forth a whole bunch of times. So I'm going to time-lapse this. Otherwise this video will probably be like 2 hours long. Or who knows. Who knows how long it's going to take. I'm hoping it only takes me like a half hour, but I won't be surprised if it takes me a whole lot longer. So let's put the camera into time-lapse mode and follow along with me. Alright guys, check it out. Look how shiny that got. So there is still a little bit of stains on it from where the rust really penetrated in there. Let me see if I can turn my f-stop down a little. You can see that a little better. But yeah, for the most part, I got almost all of it off. This Never Dull stuff is really a lifesaver. So I ended up having to use some 500 grit sandpaper. So I was just using this. I was tearing off tiny little pieces and dipping them actually in the rust stain remover. And that was only because this was an extremely bad case. And I was only going in directions this way. You don't want to go like all over the place. Like if you do take sandpaper to it, you only want to go in one direction. You don't want to go like back and forth, side to side. You want to be just like this way the whole time, or you know, the other way or whatever. But yeah, it came out real good. Still some stains on it, but that's okay. All the actual big chunks of rust are off of it. And I got the bearing actually took me a while to unlock it up. I had to put it in acetone And I put it in a pill jar with acetone, shook it up, and it still was locked up. So I tried it again on the mineral spirits. It was still locked up, but slightly better. So then I put it on the yo-yo and just threw the yo-yo like 30 times and worked itself out. And then I just slowly was putting the thin lube I made in my thin lube video. I would put it on there, throw it a couple times, put it on there, throw it a couple times, and now it's actually working good. So I'll give you a quick little demo. Let me using it, and then yeah, and then that'll be pretty much it. But yeah, let me show you just a quick demo that the yo-yo actually works now. But it is much better. Let me know in the comments how much better you think that looks. Alright guys, it is working now. Back to good. And if you want to know more about this yo-yo, tomorrow I'll have a little kind of review up on this thing. But yeah, it's working good now. I've got the bearing working. And the body is back to not looking like total garbage. So if you do this to one of your own yo-yos, unless it's as bad as mine, you probably don't have to sandpaper it. Just that Never Dull stuff will probably be fine. Maybe a little bit of the Wink rust stain remover. But if it's really bad like mine, just use some fine, like 500-ish grit sandpaper and you'll be fine. Turned out really good. Very happy with the results. So come back tomorrow and we'll do a little review on this yo-yo. So I'll see you later and peace out.